Gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
What's going on, guys? It's Steve. I'm sorry. I have to do this. Listen. The Indiana Pacers are an absolute travesty. They are. Now, coming into the season, the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers were the most hyped team. And don't say the New York Knicks were overhyped. I'm the only person, myself, and the people that support me were the only people, only Knicks fans, by the way, that support me. Were the, like Matt, the Knicks fan, and Leave and Mika, and a whole bunch of other. Yeah, I read the comments, so yeah, I know your names out there that support the Knicks and support me, so I thank you for that. But anyway, only myself and a whole bunch of Knicks supporters that also support me were saying that the New York Knicks were going to be an elite team. And we had all these other players, all these other people that said the New York Knicks are overrated. So no, the Knicks were not overhyped. Funny thing is, those same people overhyped the Indiana Pacers. They overhyped the Boston Celtics because they got Al Horford. Al Horford is a superstar now. This dude has been an all-star a few. You want to know who made Al Horford's career? Joe Johnson in Atlanta made Al Horford's career. Because if it weren't for Joe Johnson, Al Horford right now would be irrelevant. And to be honest, Joe Johnson had a way better career than Al Horford did. But anyway, these same people said, oh, the Indiana Pacers are a super team now because they got Jeff Teague. Because they got Jeff Teague, they're an NBA super team. Guys, come on. Oh my gosh, man. I can't. Sometimes I just, sometimes I can't. Like, at least my argument was realistic. Like, yes, the New York Knicks are an elite team because Melo has the best support he ever had. Does that not make sense? Melo in 2012-2013 won 54 games, finished third in MVP voting, had a first place ballot vote for MVP. 28, 7, and 3. Right? We understand. And that wasn't even with a great surrounding cast. That's just Melo doing his thing. Right? And then he misses the playoffs for the first time in his career for 3 years, Okay, 10 for 13. That's better than most players if you look at it. But anyway, 10 for 13 in the playoffs. Let's go on to nowadays. We get Derrick Rose, we get Joakim Noah, we get Courtney Lee, we get a whole bunch of great role players. Yeah, we use Derrick Williams, but that's okay. We got Cal Quinn still here. We got Justin Holiday. We got Lance Thomas. We got Ron Baker, who came out and had a great game for us. We had Kristaps Porzingis. So how the hell are the New York Knicks not an NBA elite team? How the hell are they not elite? They're damn near better than the Boston Celtics. They're better than the Indiana Fakers. Listen, the Indiana Fakers are nowhere near the New York Knicks. I'm sorry, but these people think that they're elite because they have Jeff Teague, the most overrated point guard in the NBA. Listen, Indiana Fakers, you guys have to understand that Jeff Teague is not a top-tier point guard. He's just a regular point guard that got overhyped. One, because the Atlanta Hawks had the best record for a few months. And what year was that? 2014, 2015 season? Come on, man. And they had four All-Stars? Al Horford, Kyle Korver, Jeff Teague, and Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap's the only really good player on that team. So let me guess now. Since Jeff Teague is an NBA superstar, according to Indiana Faker fans, does that mean that Kyle Korver is an NBA superstar? Oh my goodness. I can't, man. And this is for all these Indiana Faker fans saying, oh, Paul George is better than Carmelo Anthony. Paul George can do more on the court. All of these damn excuses. So what the hell happened last night? If it's true, like you say, that Paul George is better than Carmelo Anthony, how come Paul George couldn't guard him? How the hell are you supposed to be a top 15 player in the world and you can't even guard Carmelo Anthony? They had to put Thaddeus. You're supposed to be the star on your team, and they put Thaddeus Young on Carmelo? Do you think Melo would allow that to happen if he's going up against Kevin Durant or LeBron James? This is why I say LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Carmelo Anthony are so above everyone else, it's ridiculous. And that last night is proof. But hey, what do I know? What the hell do I know? Oh my goodness, I can't. So I mean, the proof is right in front of their faces. Carmelo Anthony is absolutely, positively dominating right now. He embarrassed Paul George. He floored Thaddeus Young. But yet somehow, some way, these Indiana Faker fans are gonna say, "Oh, Paul George, he was playing all right, but he wasn't feeling it. He has a shoulder injury he has to deal with, and Carmelo Anthony, he's an overrated bum, and he shoots too much." Come on, man. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's be realistic for a second. Do you really still think that Paul George is better than Carmelo Anthony? I'm going to leave a poll on this video. I haven't been doing them lately, but I'm going to start leaving polls again. I'm going to leave a poll on this video. And I really want you guys to let me know, because there's no way in hell any logical person at this point in this time of this season can sit there and say Paul George is better than Carmelo Anthony. Hell no. You got to be out of your damn mind to think that. No way in hell is Paul George better than Melo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The only I want to say something, but I don't want to. I'll leave it for the end of the video. I'll say something at the end of the video, because if I say it now, people are gonna get a little salty, But it just proves, like I said, the only teams that can compete with the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference are the Cleveland. Actually, I should say it this way, because this is the way it should be said. The only teams that can compete with the Cleveland Cavaliers, because they're the best team in the Eastern Conference, the Toronto Raptors, and the New York Knicks. And even then, Toronto really can't compete with Cleveland, because no one can compete with LeBron James on the team. That's why I said the only threat to LeBron James in the Eastern Conference at this point in time is Carmelo Anthony and the Chicago Bulls, because of Dwyane Wade. But even then, it's Carmelo Anthony. The only threat to the Golden State Warriors are LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony, because those are the only two players that can guard and play at a high level and score just as much as Kevin Durant can. The only two players that can compete with Carmelo Anthony are LeBron and Kevin Durant. Why? Because they're the only two players in the world at his position that can score and play defense on him. The only two players that can compete with LeBron James are Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Durant. And I'm going to leave the video off saying this. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Carmelo Anthony are the top three players in the NBA. I dropped the mic.